Hi, I'm Steven.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Cherry Knoll Whiskey Reviews. We are coming to the end of our 12 days of Christmas.
Yes.
We've got 3 left.
It's been a fun journey so far.
Yeah, so 2 days until Christmas.
Yep. And then Christmas.
And then Christmas.
It's absolutely crazy.
So, let's find out what the eve of Christmas Eve will be.
Christmas Adam.
Christmas Adam. Looks kind of light in color.
Yeah, that middle one, day number 11, I think looks dark in color. So I feel like this one and day 12 are fairly similar.
Now, when it was at a different angle, I thought the other one looked darker, but no, you're right. The day 11 for Christmas Eve is definitely the darkest.
Yeah. Ooh.
How's it smell?
Just on my hand, fine. It's hard to tell.
Smells good. Smells like apples.
Smells like sweet, sweet apples.
Yeah.
Like a nice, ripe Honeycrisp.
Yep. So, like the previous 9 days, we will be scoring 4 categories, each at 25 points. First up is aroma, then taste, and then we'll figure out what the bourbon is, and we'll do the price and availability, and each one of those will get a score of 25.
Ooh.
Floral.
Honey. There's also like a... It's going to sound real weird, but like a dill pickle kind of smell to it. Like almost that vinegary, pickly smell.
I could see like apple cider vinegar.
Or yeah, something like that. Something just a little sharp, but still sweet.
Right.
Like a sweet pickle.
Like for me, the apple note is kind of the biggest, brightest note.
Uh-huh.
So everything else seems like a apple something. Like I'm getting apple honey mix and a floral apple note.
I get that dill like crazy.
I'm not getting any dill.
I don't remember any whiskeys that smelled like pickles, but this one's right there. It's so strange. I think it's just that floral note. I feel like I'm maybe just picking out dill specifically. I don't know if that's for any reason or not, but
a little bit of caramel, but very little.
Not much. It almost has like a rye bread.
Just splashed myself in the eye. Jeez.
How does it look?
Yeah, it looks good. A little bit blurry.
Do you see that at all? A little bit of a rye bread to it?
Yeah, I could see like you're baking apples and in the background you just took out a rye bread from the oven.
Yeah, I feel like it's really cold.
Yeah, these are probably sitting at 50 degrees.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit cold. Didn't quite have enough time with the heat on to get them warmed up.
It's just so unique.
Yeah, going back to that kind of rye bread, there's definitely a like baking spice, like cinnamon or nutmeg. Or maybe a little bit of clove.
Clove.
I
get clove, dill, and apples. Those are the 3 main things for me in this whiskey.
Definitely clove.
What are you chewing on?
I'm trying to share it with you. He's like, here.
I don't want it.
I'll show you. Open your mouth. You can try it. All right. Well, you ready to go in for the taste?
What are you giving the aroma?
That's right.
The nose.
Gotta score it.
You did that last time,
I did too. Yeah.
Man, I don't know where to put this one.
I'm thinking...
Gotta remind myself of what I gave everything else.
I'm thinking 18.
I was thinking somewhere up there.
It's a good nose. Like it's nice, but it's not as candy sweet as I tend to like them. It's a little bit more floral.
Yeah.
And earthy.
Yeah. I'm going all the way to 21.
Ooh.
Again, just because of personal preference, I tend to like the weird stuff and like the stuff that it's like, oh, this smells like something that I've never smelled in a whiskey before, and I'm definitely getting that off this.
Yeah, for the most part, I'm getting a clove honey apple.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. It's very pleasant, but it's not the candy that I'm typically looking for.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm ready to go.
Now you're ready to go in? Definitely on the cold side.
Yeah. Super mellow.
Yeah.
Super muted flavors.
Like, I don't know if it's a low proof or if because it's cold, it's coming off as a lower proof.
I feel like it's probably a low proof. I don't think it's cold enough to really mute much of the flavor.
Like I'm at this point, I'm saying that's 90 proof. The way that it feels is 90.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Getting the clove on the taste as well.
Yeah, it's definitely spice forward, and I do. I know it's weird, but I do get a little bit of that dill flavor.
I'm still not getting any dill.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's there though. More of like a floral spice, not
Right.
so much like the typical cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, but the clove is definitely there.
The clove
it's
is
strong,
there.
but I mean, I'm getting a little bit of the apple as well.
Apple and honey comes through on the taste as well as the smell.
It's not as sweet as I expected it to be.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely leaning toward the spice and barrel side of things. It's kind of all I'm getting though.
Yeah.
Clove, spicy barrel, apples, and honey.
Yeah.
And the honey is not like super prevalent. It's
The
more
honey,
like a tail end of the apple.
And it's more of the taste of honey, not so much the sweetness of honey.
Right.
It's that.
Yeah.
I don't know how you describe it aside from just saying the taste of honey, but
a floral kind of note.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. What are you thinking as far as score?
I think probably a 14 or 15.
Yeah, I was thinking 15. I was trying to see what else I had scored in that range.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty dead on for me.
But yeah, I think 15 is a fair number.
Blackened was right there. Weller 107 was right there.
Right, I was just going to say I scored the Blackened at 15. The Weller was at a 18. Blue Note was 17.5. So, yeah, I think 15 is a fair assessment of that one.
And I'm giving it the 14.
Okay. You ready to figure out what we've been drinking?
Yes, I am. This is number 4.
Redwood Empire.
Really?
Emerald Giant.
This
is
the rye? Really?
Get caught on my table.
I I gotta think it's just because of the temperature now, because I loved this the first time I had this.
It's still good, and it is right at that
yeah.
90 proof.
Yeah, it's excellent. But I was like over the moon, and it was the one whiskey that I was confident I would know right away when we got it. But here we are.
Right.
I'm shocked.
You're shocked.
I'm shocked because that first time I drank it, it wasn't even for a video. It was just, I think we were comparing it to something that we did a video on or something like that. But the first time I had it, I was like, this is my favorite whiskey. Period.
Right.
It blew me away, and it was so incredible. I remember thinking that it was very similar to a gin, which is my second favorite alcoholic beverage.
Right.
And I was like, man, best of both worlds. That's awesome.
Yeah, a little bit of that juniper and
which I guess makes
spices.
Sense. Why I would say dill. Like they're in the same. They're both green and needly.
Right.
So.
Well, considering that all the juniper flavor comes from the berry and dill is coming from the green, a little bit different.
Nah, they're the exact same thing.
But yeah, I've thought that this was a spectacular rye in the past as well, but it's kind of sitting right where I thought it would for me.
Yeah.
Like for a rye, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't gotten into too many ryes, and I'm not really a huge rye fan as of right now, but this one definitely does kind of rank at the top right now.
It's definitely one you would grab off the shelf to drink every once in a while.
Yep. Yeah. That's why it's already quarter of the way gone.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But
availability.
Yeah, it's as available as blackened.
So very available.
Right.
Yeah.
And in the same price point.
Okay.
So I think I'm just going to take the scorings from blackened to add to this because when I see a blackened, I'll find this bottle on the shelf someplace.
What's the price again?
Around like 35.
Oh, it's that little.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, that's where it should be, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, I think it might do well at that like high 20s, low 30s, like that $30 mark exact. That way the bottle and bond could be, at that 40 exact, which I think would put this brand, where it should be. But it's not bad.
No, not at all. And yeah, I mean, I have no reason to disagree on price or availability because, again, I don't hunt bourbons as much as you.
Right.
So.
But I'm sure, we could go down to Franklin or Newton and find 2 or 3 of these.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, this is going to score very high for me.
Yeah, I already added it up and I'm at a 73. Which puts it really high up there.
This is an 80 for me.
I don't think I have an 80.
I think I do.
This 80, puts at number 3 for me.
This is number 2 for me. The only thing that's beating it right now is Jack Daniel's Bottled in Bond. Now, what's it called? The Emerald Giant?
Emerald Giant. Which is homage to a redwood tree. As they do for most of their bottles.
So right now my top 3 are sitting at Jack Daniel's Bottled in Bond, Emerald Giant at number 2, and then Blackened at number 3.
Yeah, I think Blackened is my number 2. So it goes Jack Daniel's Bottled and Bond, Blackened, and then this.
Yeah.
Which, I think if we were waiting the price and availability to not mean as much,
that list would be totally different.
It would be extremely different.
Yeah. I think we should, on the last day, add that all up too.
Figure out what the top 3 without.
Yeah, take away price and availability, and then just figure out what our favorite 4 or 5 whiskeys are.
Right. So.
Or 12.
Yeah. I think what we'll do is we'll do the 3 as we scored them, and then the 3 without price and availability.
Yeah.
So we'll come up with a top 6.
Yep. Perfect.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.